Thank you.
Just what led you here, and how's it feel to come back to your alma mater?
One more time.
How did you end up here, and how's it feel to come back to your alma mater?
Well, it feels phenomenal to come back to my alma mater. What kind of got me here is just hard work over time, and then the opportunity. Coach B reached out to me, and wanted to have a conversation, and ended up working out for us.
Did you expect maybe to hear from Coach B, or were you surprised? Were you caught off guard? I don't know if there's any mutual ties between the two of you.
Yeah, very surprised. Very surprised to hear from. Shocked, when you see the number run across the screen. It's exciting, the heart pumps and everything. So really cool.
What was his message that really pitched it to you, that really solidified your desire to come here?
I would say just his commitment to this program, to this organization. I talked about the expectation that he's kind of put around Illinois football at this point in time. The expectation is to be great, and I think he's done a phenomenal job of setting that around.
There's a lot of time and sweat in here. So when you see that expectation start to exist, what's that like for you, just as beyond being an assistant defensive line coach, but being a former player here?
It's exciting. It's always exciting to see your alma mater do well. You want to see him be successful. You want to see him succeed, and he's done a great job of doing that. This whole staff has.
What stuck out to you about? What have you seen from afar from this program?
I would say the consistency of hard work, the people that they're bringing around this program, and touching the young lives of these student athletes. It was the biggest things to me.
I don't know if Terry Hawthorne said anything to you about, what's he told you about this program and Coach B?
He loves it here. Coach Hawthorne loves this place. He spoke highly of all the coaches upon me coming here, and he kind of got prepared for what I was walking into. He said it's going to be a lot of work. So.
Yeah, I'm right. You played against Coach B, right? I remember that, right? How those games go? You guys won one or win a couple, or I think you won one for sure. Oh, seven won.
Yeah, we won one for sure. We lost up there 2 times, so we won here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's kind of cool to reacquaint with that. I mean, probably didn't know him then, but is that kind of fun to do that now? Kind of see what he's about.
Very fun, and the thing, and we even spoke about, is just being able to play against this type of teams, and knowing what type of coach he is just from going against them helps a lot, and it also lets you know the type of people you're working with.
What'd you know about a Wisconsin team? Coach Bret Bielema, would you?
Tough, physical, discipline, always in the battles with people.
Remind me, how'd you end up here? Who recruited you? How'd you end up coming to Illinois?
I was here with Coach Zook. Coach Zook recruited me in, and Coach Ed Warner was my position.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay.
My area recruiter.
Sure. And just what drew you here first time? Because you're obviously from Ohio, so it's a different deal.
I would say the comfortability with the staff.
Okay.
Guys came out to the house and talked to my family. We came to camp over the summertime, so I got to see the town and the community and everything. And it stuck out to me. This is the place I wanted to be.
Are those good? Are the guys from those teams that you're still close to, you keep in contact with, or not?
Yes, sir. A lot of them.
Okay.
A good amount.
Did you talk with Jay about what he's seen? Because he's obviously been kind of close to the program, and you guys play together.
Yeah, Jay Lehman reaches out a lot. He's a great guy. But he's always touching base, see how everybody's doing. I always think him and Juice Mitchell are like ring leaders. They're always reaching out to people just to see how they're doing, and just nonchalantly reaching out to see how, are you okay? Do you need anything?
You've got a lot of experience in the coaching world. How do you feel like that'll help you in this role, whatever you did at SIU and now here?
I think it's just bringing another set of eyes to the table. I think as coaches, we're always trying to grow. So obviously any experiences that I have to give forth, and then learning from the guys that are here as well about what to expect and how things are moving.
Obviously, for as much as Coach Bielema is an influence, Coach Jameson, I would assume, also was. What have those conversations been like, and how do you feel like you two will connect and help develop that?
They've been really well. I mean, he's a phenomenal coach, so I'm going to learn a lot from him. Any tidbits I can help out with, I'm bonus, I'm icing on the cake for him. So.
Does it help that you're from here? Does that make a difference as a coach? Does it not matter at all? The fact that you played here, does that matter? Is it easier for you to maybe relate to what the guys are going through here?
No, I don't think it plays as much, but it does make it feel better.
Okay, sure.
Knowing that that you're like it's a home to me. I told somebody it's not a second home; it's a home to me.
Okay.
It feels really great. It wouldn't have played a difference as far as making a decision or not. But,
of course.
I think it's a phenomenal place, and just the opportunity to align in that is my alma mater means a lot more.
When was the last time you were here prior to visiting, I guess, prior to taking the job?
Visiting, I came here in spring of 22 for a coach's clinic.
Okay.
And then I lived in the community until about 2013, where I worked at some of the places around town.
What was it like to come back in 22? Maybe the nostalgia, and then again now, any places you go?
I mean, just seeing the town in general, how many buildings there are, all the new landscaping that's going on here. It's a lot of new houses, so the town has grown so much. The university's grown so much, and obviously, like when you look around these facilities, it's like state of art is huge. Yeah, none of this stuff. This was an empty parking lot here, or empty lot whenever I was a player.
The indoor was there.
Yeah.
The indoor was done, but yeah, this.
There was nothing with the indoor. It was
You-
like some
you-
grass. in the
I think
road.
they were talking about this. They were talking about this all the time. Probably heard that when you were
Yeah.
playing. They were just saying, "Oh, you'll get something." Yeah, 10 years later.
And Tony, you were part of a team that was on the rise, and then weren't able to sustain it. Like, what did you learn during that about what it takes to sustain every day in a program like that?
I would say the closeness of the team. You know, everybody being on the same page as a team in the locker room was the biggest thing to us. I feel like we had some of the most talented teams the 2 years after the Rose Bowl, but as a team, we didn't stay connected through all the adversity the way that we should have. And I think that was something as a coach, as I've been learning, is to always try to check in and be with those guys and get around them to make sure that even when things aren't going well, they still understand we're all on the same mission.
How has that shaped you as a coach? Just the ups and downs you had here as a player.
Yeah, I would say just, you know, it helped me grow, you know, helped me understand that everybody's human and you have to be individual, so you got to touch base with everybody on the individual level and get to know them and care for them as well and help guide them into what the team wants.
It's been a while, but how did your starting at Urbana, like how did that help shape your coaching career in terms of how you wanted to go about it or learning from that?
I think it was phenomenal because it got me to just, one, learn how to teach the basics and not just talk, you know, super high level football with people. And I also say the same thing working in school districts. It's just, it teaches you how to communicate with people and teach people who maybe don't care as much about a subject or, you know, like kids that are abandoned. Not everybody's going to the NFL. Everybody would love to have that, but you know, the kid who knows he's not going to the NFL or knows he's not playing or he's playing because his dad wanted him to play or whatever, and learn how to coach those guys and motivate those guys to want to be great themselves.
Favorite moment as a player here, I assume, was probably going to Columbus and winning. Is it fair to say?
Yes.
What do you remember about that day? I assume your family was there. I mean, how many people were there? A lot of people were there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a sold-out game, but it was electric. I mean, just the feeling of the crowd going from 101,000 to silent in one step, just from Juice pushing across the line of scrimmage, was incredible. But that day was amazing. That was probably my most memorable moment as a lineup.
You guys came home. I'm sure there were people there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have a memory of that. Is that right? What was that like to have that crowd meet you? You know, come out
At the airport,
Yeah.
It was amazing. You know, one, it made you feel the love quickly.
Right.
And then the other part was whenever you're getting off the plane, you know, obviously you take a sleep or whatever on the plane, you get off and everybody around you's excited again. It kind of reboosts that adrenaline that you did something good. So.
You know, you're playing Columbus or playing Ohio State here this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty
Excited
fun.
about it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you learned about your defensive line group? I don't know how much you've dived into that, and what do you think you could add as a voice in that room for them?
I'm just here to help out. You know, I don't know what my value is as far as adding. I'm here to coach as hard as I can and work with these young men. Hope they'll be successful in life. You know, not just with football.
You've seen this place and it's doing really good things. What can this program be when it's at that level? Like whether it's the vibe around it or just how it's perceived. Like what can that be if you're there regularly?
I think it solidifies as an upper echelon program, as one of the greats. I think there's a lot of nostalgia already around this place. I think it's, you know, Coach B's doing a great job at pushing that thing, but I think we just got to keep pushing that thing all the way up to see what it can become. Because I don't know what it can. It could be bigger than anything. It could not. I don't know.
You appreciate what it was like to not win here and then win here. I mean, that must be kind of eye-opening for all, not just you, but everybody on the team, right?
Yes, to go my freshman season, we were 2-9, and then turn around and go to the Rose Bowl was huge. And you know, you do feel a lot different. You feel different walking around campus, walking into the weight room, and it makes you appreciate those wins a lot more. Whenever, you know, like the next season we didn't have, we were 5-7 the next year, and we didn't have the same success, and it makes you recognize and appreciate what you did have.
The guy that came in here in 2006 yourself, would you thought, I'll be back there 20 years later, 15 years later as a coach? Did you ever dream of that, think about that or not?
Yes, I mean, I always wanted to coach since I was 5
Okay.
years old, and I always thought it would be cool to coach here. I never knew it would actually come to fruition, but it's awesome seeing it come and happen here.
What do you think of this place?
It's beautiful. This is a beautiful facility. I'm trying to lose myself a couple times walking around here so I can figure out everything, but it's a phenomenal place, and I think the young men love it here.